श्रीभगवानुवाच अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिर्ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानन्दमस्य यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम्. In this verse, Lord Krishna begins listing the divine qualities that leads to liberation and higher spiritual evolution. He highlights fearlessness, purity and dedication to knowledge as essential qualities for spiritual growth. He also emphasizes charity, self-control, sacrifice, study, austerity and straightforwardness as virtues that purify the mind and align one with the divine path. These qualities form the foundation of a righteous life that leads to liberation. This verse invites us to cultivate these virtues for personal growth and to live a balanced life, integrating both inner and outer responsibilities. Ahimsa satyam akrodhas tyagah shantirapayshunam daya bhuteshvalo luptvam mardavam rirachapalam. In this verse, Lord Krishna continues describing divine qualities that help lead a good and peaceful life. Non-violence, truthfulness, absence of anger, renunciation, peacefulness, non-slanderous, compassion, non-greed, gentleness, modesty and steadiness. These qualities help in leading a life full of kindness, peace and wisdom. Tejakshama dhriti shaucham adroho natimanita bhavanti sampadan daivim abhijatasya bharata. In this verse, Lord Krishna concludes the list of divine qualities that help in living a virtuous life: vigor, forgiveness, determination, purity, non-hatred and humility. These qualities help one grow spiritually and are signs of a person with a divine nature, leading to a peaceful and righteous life. Dambho darpobhimanascha krodhah parushyameva cha ajnanai cha abhijatasya partha sampadam asurim. Lord Krishna describes the negative qualities that belong to people with a demonic nature. These qualities lead to suffering and conflict: hypocrisy, arrogance, egoism, anger, harshness and ignorance. These qualities are harmful and lead to a destructive path, causing misery for oneself and others. Daivi Sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya Asuri mata ma shuchas sampadan daivim abhijatosi pandava. Lord Krishna explains the consequences of divine and demonic qualities. Daivi Sampad or divine qualities lead to vimoksha or liberation. They bring peace and spiritual growth. Asuri Sampad or demonic qualities lead to nibandhana or bondage, causing one to remain trapped in material desires and sufferings. Krishna reassures Arjuna by saying, Ma Shuchaha, do not worry, because Arjuna is born with divine qualities. This verse encourages focusing on good qualities to achieve liberation and not be troubled by negative traits. Dvau bhuta sargau lokesmin daiva asura eva cha daivo vistarasha prokta asuram partha me shruno. Lord Krishna explains that there are two types of beings in the world. Daivi or divine beings are people with good virtuous qualities that lead to spiritual growth and peace. Asura or demonic beings who are people with negative destructive qualities that lead to suffering and ignorance. He says that he has already described the divine qualities in detail and now he asks Arjuna to listen as he will explain the demonic nature. This verse sets the stage for understanding how these two natures impact one's life and spiritual journey. Pravritti cha nivritti cha janana vidurasuraah na shauchanna pichacharo na satyanteshu vidyate. Lord Krishna describes the characteristics of people with demonic nature. Pravritti and nivritti. Asuras do not understand what actions are right to do and what actions should be avoided. They are confused about morality. They lack purity both externally and internally. They do not care for cleanliness or righteousness. They do not follow good behavior or moral principles. Truth does not exist in them. They are often dishonest. This verse highlights how people with demonic qualities live without understanding what is right and wrong, leading to negative behaviors. असत्यमप्रतिष्ठन्ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम् अपरस्परसम्भूतं किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम्. Lord Krishna describes the mindset of those with demonic nature. Asatyam, they believe the world has no truth or moral foundation. Apratishtam, they think the universe has no established order or basis in righteousness. Anishwaram, they deny the existence of a higher power or God, believing the world exists without divine control. They think the universe was created by random material causes without any spiritual purpose. They believe life is only driven by selfish desires and pleasures, rejecting any deeper meaning. This verse highlights the nihilistic and materialistic outlook of people with demonic qualities who see the world as purposeless and without divine order. एतान् दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः. Lord Krishna explains the consequences of the demonic mindset. People with demonic nature cling to the false belief that the world has no moral foundation or divine purpose. These individuals are spiritually lost, having destroyed their inner self. They lack wisdom and understanding of life's deeper truths. They perform harsh, violent, and harmful actions. Their actions lead to the destruction of society and the world. They are hostile to the welfare of others and the world. This verse emphasizes that people with a demonic outlook, due to their ignorance and harmful actions, contribute to chaos and destruction in the world. Kamamashritya dushpuran dambhamanamadanvitaah मोहाद् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः. Lord Krishna describes the characteristics and behaviors of those who are driven by desires and possess demonic qualities. They rely on their endless desires for fulfillment and happiness. Their desires are never satisfied. They often put on a facade of being virtuous while hiding their true intentions. They are filled with arrogance and a sense of superiority over others. Their pride leads them to act as if they are above others, forgetting their true nature. They are caught in ignorance and delusion. They cling to false beliefs and desires. They pursue material and superficial gains that do not lead to true happiness. They act according to these delusions. Their practices and vows are not aligned with purity or righteousness. This verse highlights how individuals consumed by desires and ego engage in actions that are harmful to themselves and others, ultimately leading them away from true wisdom and purity.